All right. All right. We are live. Well, let me just check, make sure that yep. It's always such a weird start with Pump because I could hear myself for a second. Un momento, por favore. All right. Fantastic. All right, we're live. What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Sunday, January 11th, 2026. All right, we got a lot to talk about today. I think mainly because we can't talk on Twitter anymore. It's just an absolute disaster. That's why the name of the show is Nikita Killed CT. And we're gonna get into it like basically right away. Chris, if you could just bring up Twitter real fast. Um, I saved this. I saved this open. Okay. So what I do at these shows is I like to bookmark different posts so that I can talk about them during the show. So I bookmarked the post, not this one, but this one right here. And I just want to show you guys what the For You page looks like on Twitter these days. Okay. So I bookmarked this post because I wanted to talk about this. So Twitter takes that as like, oh, you're interested in you're interested in this post. You want it, you bookmarked it. Fair enough. Shows me a quote tweet. Okay. Sometimes I do like seeing different opinions. Although I will say, not really a different opinion, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the space, 8, 9, 10 characters. Not really an opinion, just another person sharing this. Like, don't know why I needed to see this, but sure, we'll see it for a second time. Oh, we're gonna see it again. Okay. Also, not really another opinion, just whatever. Big on the likes for sure. Oh, a third time in a row on my For You. What are we doing? 4 times in a row. I don't need to see 4 times in a row. What is this? How is this the For You page? I bookmarked the post because I wanted to talk about this thing, and it's my entire feed. And by the way, this is not the first time I've had this experience with this specific post. I have seen 10 of these today. I just saved this here for the specific purposes of pulling it up on the stream, but I have seen this post 10 times since I've bookmarked it. It's like, what are we talking about? I bet if I kept streaming a bit, I kept scrolling a bit, I'd probably see it again. Or let me just see. If I hit home, let me just see if I see it again. Which, by the way, just constantly more women. It's like it's too much. Up there it is again. Like, what are we talking about? I don't need to see it 5 times in 2 minutes. I don't need to see the same post 5 times in 2 minutes. We're gonna hit home again. I'm sure it's gonna come up. Let's just see. Oh, we might be lucky this time. Well, I mean, now we're just going back to the old stuff. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was slightly different. Like, what are we talking about? Why am I seeing this so much on my feed? There it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times! I'm seeing the same post 9 times. Oh, yeah, Nikita comes in. He's like, dude, I fixed all the metrics. Everyone loves this app now. People keep complaining, but the app is clearly better. What are we talking about? That is the user experience. God forbid I bookmark a post because I want to talk about it on stream. God forbid. It's just ridiculous. It really is just absolutely absurd. We're off to the races on this stream, man. Like, we are starting off strong. It's like, yeah, I'm interested, and I get the concept, right? Like, I might be interested in this, and I want to see competing opinions. I want to see different thoughts on it. But this is ridiculous. What's up, you can see? Good to see you, man. Glad you came back. Like, okay, if I want to see different opinions on this one, they're proud. But this one, it's like, okay, this is who it's powered by. That's actually kind of interesting. Like, good to know that is the team that's helping create this. That's interesting and good, useful information. But now it's just like, why do I need this? Yes, it has likes, but I don't need to see this. It's just tough. It really is just tough. Anyway, so let's get into the other bookmarks, and we're going to talk more about how how Nikita over here has absolutely turbo-nuclearized this account, or turbo-nuclearized this app, but we've got a lot of other stuff to get through today. Let's see. Do I want to talk about? You know what? We're gonna come back to this. I find this fascinating, but I don't know if I want to start on this because I kind of want to spend more time on it. Yeah, and this is the funny part, right? So we're talking about not seeing posts on crypto Twitter, right? Like that Nikita has basically killed crypto Twitter. The white whale, I have seen this token mentioned maybe a grand total of 10 to 15 times on Twitter in the last 3 months. And it's the single most important, like single most performant token over the last 3 month period in the entirety of the meme world. And I've seen it posted about 10, 20 times, maybe most 30 times. Like I would have wanted to have this force fed down my throat. Okay. Like I would like to know what's happening in crypto. We're just not seeing it, which is hilarious because I think looking back a year, Pac Moon from Blast, I would probably have seen Pac Moon more times in 1, maybe 2 days than I've seen all of the white whale posting period. And we're talking about someone, Remus here is up over $1 million. I think it's over like 1.4, $1.5 million now. 1 point something $1 million off of a $300 entry on this token. Like this is one of the craziest stories of the last 6, 7 months. Oh, tough. Tough. In all of crypto, and I'm seeing it less than I'm seeing, I don't know, name your favorite political story. I'm seeing that more. Like, it's just ridiculous. I saw more posts about that anime girl doing spins on her chair today than I've seen about white whale. And my entire account, the entire history of my account is crypto. God forbid I bookmark a one anime girl doing a spin on her chair one time. Like, it's just asinine. Yes, but I'm fixing crypto Twitter. Shut the hell up, Nikita. What a disaster. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. What else should I say? Let's see. Well, let me see. What else should I look into? Oh, I do got to comment on this because this was absolutely insane. So hold on, let me pull this up. Apparently, there was an account from a Venezuelan soldier, and we're gonna come back to the crypto stuff. Don't worry, because I have much more to say on this. But before I go past this, I don't know if I have any other bookmarks on this. I do want to comment on it. Apparently, there was a account from a Venezuelan security guard who was loyal. Apparently, there was a account from a Venezuelan security guard that was loyal to Nicolas Maduro. And the account is actually absurd. He goes into detail about some of the weapons that were used, apparently, according to the security guard, during the raid. And it seems like we may have, I don't know, mind-bending laser beams. I'm not joking. Like, it's here. Hold on. Let me see. The security guard says, no, not at all. Those 20 men, without a single casualty, killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic weapon or whatever it was. We're literally using laser beams on these guys. I mean, maybe laser is optical, maybe not laser beams. We're using beam technology, okay? We're using energy technology from Halo Wars against the Venezuelans. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. All right, we all started bleeding from the nose. Some were vomiting blood. We fell to the ground, unable to move. This is straight out of Halo. Like, I don't know what this is. They're literally microwaving the Venezuelans. That's crazy. That's actually insane. I mean, one, if this is propaganda, it's A-tier propaganda. A-tier, maybe even S-tier. Like, this might be the best propaganda I've ever seen, that we're literally using soundwave technology to microwave our enemies in real time. That's crazy. And two, if it's real, like if this is not, if this isn't made up, if this is actually a real technology that we are actually genuinely using, what is the U.S. is crazy. The U.S. military is on some shit that is unbelievable. Wow. Anyway, let's keep things going. What's up, Musio? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So we're gonna break down a bunch of the things that Nikita had to say on this, and I'm just at a loss for words. I really am just at an absolute loss for words. He had a tweet about a supposed reach meter. What exactly that means, I can't tell you, and why they decided to implement it, couldn't tell you. Really couldn't tell you. So apparently in October, a new myth started circulating in CT that you need to reply to hundreds of times per day to grow an account. First off, did not start in October. Started well before October. Second off, not a myth. Not a myth. Everyone knows that anyone who was trying to grow an account, everyone knew that the answer was you become a reply guy. The reason was very simple. Like, if you have good replies, what's up, Richie Rich? Good to see you. The reason was very simple. It was like, if you have good replies, the person who you're replying to will like your post. And if they like your post, they're very likely to see more of your posts in the future. So when you have your own posts of your own, all of the people that have been replying or otherwise liking your replies would see your posts in the future. It just made sense, right? And it made sense to kind of like tag your reply underneath a larger account so that when the larger account was seen a lot, makes plenty of sense, right? It just works. It's a fantastic idea. And reply guying was like actually a viable strategy. But now, every time you post, it uses some of your reach for that day. We can't show all your posts to all of your followers because the average user only views 20 to 30 posts per day. See, that makes sense, kind of. But you don't need to show my replies. Apparently, so CT ends up wasting all their reach on replying GM hundreds of times. When they finally post real content, like a project announcement, it only gets shown to 3 people. What a ridiculous way of handling this. Replies are clearly a different type of post than your own actual post. I don't care if no one other than the person I'm replying to sees my replies, or someone who you have the big tweet, right? The main tweet. And then underneath that, anyone else who actually is interested in the tweet will go click into it to go see what the replies are. And then if they see it, then they see it. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with my replies not getting seen until they actually get liked by the creator of the post or other people that have been interested in the post to go look into it. I'm fine with that. And in fact, I think the vast majority of people are fine with that. But now you can't even like engage with your friends. Oh yeah, if you just try and talk to your friends on Twitter, oh, dude, bad move. Bad move. If you want anyone to see what you have to say, just shut up. Don't even respond. Don't even respond to the people who are replying to you, because God forbid you have something to say in an actual conversation on Twitter. God forbid. You must only make your own posts and no one is allowed to reply to you. How is this a constructive idea? It's just absolutely asinine. And what blows my mind is, yes, like metrics might generally be going up, but the user enjoyment levels are clearly going down. There's no way that everyone on CT is saying, "Oh, this is like I'm actually having a degraded experience on this app. I'm not really enjoying what my page looks like." And he's like, "Well, your screen time tells me otherwise." And it's like, if everyone is actually complaining, I don't care what the screen time is. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, this is why I don't like SF. This is it. This is why I don't like San Francisco. This obsession with the metrics over actual user feedback is crazy. Like, this is how you lose people off this app. It really is. Like, yes, I get why some user metrics might be up, and maybe overall subscriptions are going up. And honestly, to that end, fine. You might be able to point to it, and as much as I might not like it, some metrics going up, those metrics are up. But when an entire segment of your user base, and by the way, one of your wealthiest segments of your user base, is saying, I really hate where this is going, what are we talking about? How are we being, I don't know, how are we serious people? Yeah, like, I just miss seeing content for people I follow, I am really just tired of seeing the constant doomerism. I had a post about this. Let me find my post. Let's see. Today, here's what I'm saying. Like, here's why I really don't like the post today. Not only is it the whole section of the anime shoved down my throat because I bookmarked one picture God forbid. But also, this was a post I saw today on my timeline. This today, Juan, I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him before. I don't follow him. I don't engage with this. What did they say? Not really adding to this post, not adding any context, just as apparently funny. Now I have to read this post, which is, by the way, from someone that I have never followed, like Shay Given. I don't know who that is. I don't follow them. So I don't follow this person. I don't follow Juan on live television. What are we talking about here? Like, well, I don't know who's talking. Something about the Holocaust. I expressed zero interest in any of the topics mentioned here whatsoever. Literally zero interest in anything covered under this. I don't follow this person. I don't follow this person. I have no idea what they're talking about, and I don't know what they're laughing at. I don't care about this post in the slightest. This is maybe the third or fourth post of this type that I've seen on my timeline today. And when Nikita Beer is saying, oh, the average person only sees 20 to 30 posts, if four of my posts are from people that I don't know, don't like, and don't even care what they're talking about, what is this app? What is this app becoming? Absolutely absurd. That's just today. We'll go back. Meanwhile, by the way, Nikita's like, oh, yeah, you don't want to say GM hundreds of times a day. Meanwhile, if you just look over here at crowd favorite Gigi, okay, GM, literally dozens, if not hundreds of times a day, still just saying the GM slop, just running off with the GM slop. And then let's go check it out. Gigi, how's her numbers doing? 118 likes in an hour. Because I wonder why. I wonder why. It's because she's an attractive girl. So it just doesn't matter that not all GM slop is created equal. That's for sure. Not all GM slop is created equal. And the best example, let's just go take a look. Let's go take a look at Elon Musk's account, the guy who owns X, right? Supposedly, like, he is apparently a great example of like a prolific X poster. All of his posts get thousands of likes. They are generally pushed through the algorithm to people that don't follow him, to people that just like downloaded the app, don't really care. They're on Twitter, right? They're on X. Yup. 3-letter quote tweet. Yup. Okay. What else? A retweet. Correct. A retweet. Okay. Maybe an opinion here. An actual opinion. Yes. Does seem low. Yeah. Like, what is this account, dude? How? And it's 33,000, 1.8 million impressions. 1 million impressions. Yeah. I'm just at a loss. Absolutely. Wow. Long list. Editing. Like, yeah. Elon Musk might be the king of like 1 to 3 word quote tweet responses. Like, what is that? Good question. 100. And he's posted maybe like dozens of times in the last 24 hours alone. God forbid if anyone else chooses to do this right now. Anyone else. Unreal. Also, real quick, I'm just getting a comment here. I do want to take a look at this. Hold on. Let's go to Trading View. Let's take a look at Trading View. All right. And let me just pull up. Yup. Okay. And let me just turn that. Can I make this dark? Hold on. 1 second, chat. Share this tab and set. How do I make this dark? Can I not see it here? Maybe because whatever. This is Monero. This is Monero market cap. Let me see if I can get the actual price. Yeah, which one's probably the best? Oh, let's go with this. Let's go with this spot. Yep, perfect. All right, so Monero is breaking out, guys. Check this on the 1 year. Dude, Monero is chat 5 year. Oh my god, the all-time? Oh my god. Monero is currently breaking out and hitting an all-time high after what appears to be, is that? It's like an 8-year accumulation. Holy crap, Monero. Godspeed. Finally, the chosen one. It's doing it. It's doing the thing. Wow, and this is not a corporate shill. Zcash is a corporate shill. That's why I'm not a huge fan when I see that breakout. But Monero hitting a new all-time high in the big 2026. Look at that. Wow, here she goes. That's unbelievable. You know what? I really did poo-poo the whole Zcash run-up because, again, felt super corpro. Felt like super, not cyberpunk, which is the whole idea of this privacy token technology. And Monero certainly does. And here it is, truly breaking out after, what, a decade? Godspeed to Monero. Godspeed. Excellent run, boys. Excellent run. They're absolutely killing it right now. Look at that. Look at that green candle. Look at that chart. Cairo called it. My superior at Horizons called this to a T. I think he probably called it around, let's say, like here-ish. It was like, dude, this might be one of the nicest looking charts in crypto. Yeah, it absolutely is. Look at that. 313. Oh, wow. Good call. Cairo with the call out. Absolutely unbelievable. Look at that. What a fantastic chart. And honestly, with Zcash, you could hate on it. I fully support this. Let's see Zcash. I want to see Monero hit Zcash, or excuse me. I want to see Monero hit $1,000 before Zcash. That's what I want to see. It's breaking out. Who knows? Maybe it tops out here. Maybe it tops out up here. Imagine. Oh my God. Imagine. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. It feels good though. Like this is a token I could get behind. This is a token I could get behind doing well. Finally. Hold on. There's some amazing Monero videos. Monero hype video. Let me see if I can find the one I'm thinking about. No, I don't see it. There are some. I will say Monero has some unbelievable memeing that I'd say is mostly unmatched. But it is good. It is good to see this token doing well. This is a feel-good chart. Look at that. Fantastic. Godspeed, Monero. Truly. All right. Well, that's fantastic. That's something to watch. Good for that chart. We've got some action in crypto now, right? We've got some action going on. We have XMR breaking out, new all-time high. Some action, some trading, some volatility. Can you pull this up? No way. You actually can. You actually can. Let's pull up White Whale. 170 million. Is it actually at 170 mil? It hit 200? What are we talking about? There really is some activity going on chain right now. Monero flying. White Whale ranging in the 170 to 200 mil range. Like, what a run. Good to see, honestly. This is the kind of stuff that you see that even if I am personally net bearish right now, right? I am net bearish for sure. Even that withstanding, it is good to see activity on chain because that tells you that when things do actually come back around, which I strongly believe they will, there are plenty of people that are very interested in trading this stuff. If there's volatility, this is not like this is signs of new hope. Good to see this, man. Monero-chan even. Monero-chan, isn't that the one? Isn't Monero-chan the token that there was some serious beef? I think there was serious beef between Robert Chang and Jingtao on this token. Hold on, let me see this. Copy link. Throw this on deck screen. Let's see. Monero-chan. Oh, when it's so small, it's so hard to see the. Wait, why can't I see the chart on this? Is it because I have it like weirdly sized? That must be why. But Monero-chan is up 80% on the day. I want to see the chart. Dude, you can't see it on this. Oh, that's why. Wow. Is that all-time high though? No. But Jingtao and Robert Chang, I think, sold around here. And we've got a comeback, baby. We've got a comeback on the way. Monero-chan is pumping again. Dude, really, there truly is some activity on chain these days. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I wake up to in the morning. Feel a little tingle in your spine, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. Excellent work, boys. Little Burt Peanut action in there. That's great. That is actually fantastic. What else is performing right now? If I just go here. Anything else? White Dog. Dude, this is just awful. Nikita Bohr. Did see that. Because he decided to repost it. Yeah, well, what did this hit? What's the market cap on this? Yeah, let's say market cap 737K. Is this a real one? I guess so. Yeah. Wait, so everyone was excited about this and only hit 737K? Yeah, sometimes it's just like, dude, there's really not that much activity going on at times. You'd like to have seen this gone higher, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So let's see what else we got. Let's keep things rolling. Okay. Some of these posts are phenomenal. Oh, God. We're going to get into ARK a little bit, too. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, dude. So you have Nikita Beer calling this guy out. If you're an algorithm, how would you judge the quality of these posts? Would you show these users' next post to anyone, or would you give their slot to someone else who wrote an essay or recorded a video? Meanwhile, that's Elon Musk, the most viewed account on the platform. I don't have a problem with Elon, nor do I have a problem with him tweeting the way that he does. It's to each their own, right? It's fine. It's totally fine. And it should be totally fine, right? It's not an issue. Except that all of his posts are forwarded to people that don't follow him. They're forwarded to everyone on the app. And this is the kind of stuff he's tweeting. Versus, yeah, dude, your account is not that great. There's at least some level of thought or addition here other than wow. He's literally a bot. That is a bot. Nikita one gives me just anger issues, man. I don't get it. And now, he's like, oh, we're going to talk. I see you guys in the chat talking about Mega. I'll mention that in a second. XAI works on the algorithm, not me. I work on the core product. I was just sharing advice since I often see the bulk of spam. I just work on the core product. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure he himself talks about working on CT. It's just like this guy is just so aggravating. And then where you see where he comes from, Solana. Oh wait, maybe I am sharing the wrong tag. Oops. Whoops. Let me let me go back. Let me go back. So this is what I was talking about. Sorry guys. I that was my bad. Didn't realize. If you're an algorithm, how would you judge the quality of these posts? Okay? Shows all these posts. In fairness, not incredible set of posts, right? Like hold up laughing emoji, whatever. This might be funny, but I don't really know. This is useful. Bad post and not great post. But these are all just like not great posts, sure. That's fine. I can get with Nikita to say that. But at the same time, if you're going to say like not adding quality to your posts, what about Elon Musk, dog? What's going on here? Wow. Why is he being shown? Why is he being shown to people who don't follow him? Because he doesn't add much to his posts. He doesn't write long form essays. His posts are mostly just, yeah, wow, incredible, agreed. Like, that's his posts. And his post cadence is extremely high. I'm like, how are we being serious people? How are we being serious people? And this is going on. What is this garbage? It's just the hubris from Nikita on this is just it blows one's mind. All the girls I know, the chat is hilarious. All the girls I know say that guys named Nikita are basically not from this planet. That's funny. That's funny. And yeah, he says wow more than 97 times a day. My opinion. Yeah, and this is it. This is the content. It's just women putting themselves out there saying, hey, Grok, take my clothes off. Like, that's it. That is the content that X likes. So, I mean, X rated, I guess, right? Like, that's kind of where we are. Welcome to the new internet. Welcome to the new X. Phenomenal technology. Yeah, they don't know I ruined X. That guy ruined X. At Grok put him in a bikini. I will say the Grok put him in a bikini stuff is funny, but dude, and this one really pissed me off because inventory of crypto content is way down across all channels. Probably a good time to post a banger since it's not as competitive. Yeah, dude, but it's like, I feel like for someone that worked at Solana should know that it's not as easy to post bangers because people just don't have as much interest in crypto at times when crypto's price is down. Like every single time that crypto's price goes down, so too go followers. It's basically like they're almost in lockstep actually. If you look at the data over time, it's practically in lockstep between all-time highs and discussion. Yeah, dude, I don't like this is a guy who worked for Solana seeming to show little understanding of how crypto socials are processed. It's just I can't believe that this guy has such a say over our visibility. I might react to this. I'll say something in a sec. We're going to get to the Mega ETH stuff in a second too. I do want to comment on this. You have to listen to what Trump said here, okay? You have to listen to what Trump had to say.
And, they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but, the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. And,
So in politics, there's this theory. It's called the horseshoe theory. You know how horseshoes are like this, right? Or like, there you go, right? They kind of look like that. So horseshoes kind of look like this, right? The horseshoe theory in politics is that everything, and sometimes it might even be a circle, everything comes on the circle. Trump's statement here is it's so funny because let's say Trump is far right, okay, and you have the far left, right? And I don't know if Trump is exactly far right, but this statement definitely is. Trump is on the far right here. On the left here is the like, oh yeah, America doesn't own the land. The land is actually owned by the Native Americans who had lived here thousands of years ago. So when Trump says, just because they landed a boat there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they actually own the land, that is so far right. It is actually left. That is the horseshoe. It is such a far right statement. They landed a boat there 500 years ago. It's the same statement as, well, they landed a boat in America 500 years ago, but they don't own the land in America. That's just colonialism. Actually, it's the Native Americans who have a territorial right to this land. Like, that's the same statement made by two sides that hate each other. Welcome to the horseshoe theory of politics. Isn't that insane? They really do say, like, the far right you go in politics, you actually start hitting the far left. Like, it's actually the same set of opinions, maybe from a different, basis, maybe for different rationale, but the effect is the same. You end up at the same point. It's very interesting. Thank you, Musio. That's very appreciated, big dog. Good to see you today. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is great. Nikita is right, to be honest. I can't stand the thought of any more GM posts from my friends. I much prefer seeing the same clip of someone being shot over and over and over again, coupled with people slinging hate and shit at each other. Just wish we could get a little more grok bikini slop and engagement bait. Then the timeline would be perfect. That's all I've seen, by the way, for like the last 3 days, has just been the woman from Minnesota. I've just seen the woman from Minnesota get shot more times than I would have hoped to see it. And I've seen a lot of women ask Grok to take their clothes off, and a lot of people ask Grok to take other women's clothes off. And that's been my timeline. What I haven't seen is an abundance of crypto content, and my entire account is tailored to be talking about crypto. And that's it. I've just not seen any. Welcome to the new X. I hope you like it. Also, pay $40 a month or you're going to be inundated with ads. It's just silly. It really just is silly. Yeah, and this is the last thing I'll say on the Nikita thing is the reason everyone is so up in arms about Nikita Beer's posts is that CT was consistent and the algorithm was good at giving us content that we wanted. That's true. It really is true. Then X decided to change the algo, which made it suck and fed us echo chamber politics over and over and over again. And Nikita's like, by the way, it's actually your fault. You guys' posts are bad. So you're not allowed to respond to people who engage with your posts. And you're not allowed to engage at mass with other people's posts either. No. Like, this is just how this guy has the jobs he does is just peak San Francisco. I can't explain it. I can't explain his thinking. It just hits a core level within you that's like, wow, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced happen to a social app that I like. Incredible. Meanwhile, by the way, I'm going to do something really risky. I'm going to go to chat, okay? And I think he completely ruined it. Meanwhile, he took the absolute soul out of this chat here, has just had the soul sucked out of it. Like, look at this load. Okay, first off, what a horrible loading. This is how it's loading in. How do I want to use this product? It's loading in. No images. Can't tell what was actually earlier because it's swapping things around. That I have one pinned chat here. I know I have 5 pinned chats. None of them are up here. None of my pinned chats are here. Okay, so these are new ones, right? But I have 5 pinned chats. 2 of them are chats that I run. Neither of them are here. There's one. There's what showed up. It just showed up. Okay, fantastic. Where's the others? There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Here we go. They're finally coming in. These are from a day ago. There we go. Now we have the 2 that I run. They're finally back. Okay, great. And I don't know. So these are the recent ones. These are the recent messages. This is taken, by the way, about like 45 seconds to a minute to load. And it's still not done loading. Like I don't have the images here or here. What is this? Oh, it's still not done, by the way. It's still not done. It's still coming along. Yeah. So this is the product. This is the product that Nikita is working on. I used to spend I don't even want to be honest about how long I used to spend in chat on a daily basis. I spent a lot of time using XDMs over this past summer, like a substantial amount of time using XDMs. I thought they were fun, useful, a great way to connect with people I didn't know. It was phenomenal. And X is perfectly set up for this product because it's one of the only apps that directly ties into social, like in a very particularly useful social that I use all the time. I don't want to send people to Telegram. I don't want to get people's phone numbers. I just want to add their X handles directly into the chat and go from there. There's no other app where you could do that. So I use this primarily, and so did many others. And he absolutely slaughtered this product, completely ruined it, took the life out of it. The load times are unbelievably bad. It's just awful. It is just awful. Purely trash. And there's even like little quality of life things. There used to be on the previous chat a separator here where it would say pin chats, and then there's a separator, and then everything else. That's what it was. And it would be nice if there was like group chats and individuals and, whatever. Not there. So even the little quality of life things aren't available. So there's no splitter. These chats take longer to load in than anything else I'm a part of. There's a reason this used to be one of my most active chats. 2 days ago, messages. 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 4 hours ago, there was a message. 38 minutes ago. These chats used to be lighting it up all the time. It's just, I just can't explain it. I really can't. Jonah, I will message you. I didn't set it up for a reason. I will tell you and get back to you. I'll message you after this. Yeah, there's a reason. It's funny, I guess. We'll get back to it. But no, we didn't set it up for this one. Oh, dude, I'm literally getting. Oh, do you? That's funny. That's funny. Either way, we'll get back to it. So there's two other things I want to comment on this. Hold on, before Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders might be one of the best social experiences a game has ever had, and the comms are just unbelievably funny. I gotta show you guys this video. So these two guys are trying to run in.
I don't give a fuck about shit. I don't care about none of that shit.
Flame roller. Like
what?
The screaming. Oh my god, the screaming is unbelievable. Voice comms in a game as intense as Arc Raiders is and it being as predominant as it is, maybe one of the funny, like the content that comes out of Arc Raiders is peak level comedy. Peak. The people yearn for interpersonal engagement and interactions. That's what the community, that's what gamers yearn for. All right. These are people that have been online since COVID. They've had their social skills absolutely obliterated. So they yearn to interact with other people, and Arc Raiders gives it in a way that's unbelievable. Like you can't match this screaming, man. He's attacked by 3 ticks and a flame roller, and you got to hear the screaming one more time.
What could have?
You think the guy's actually burning in real life? That's unbelievable. Oh my god, dude. That's so funny. That's so funny. Incredible technology. Truly. Anyway, let's see. What else we got? We got another like 15, 20 minutes here. We'll keep things rolling. Oh, I wanted to talk about Mega ETH. Do you guys want to talk about that for a second? Let me pull that up because I did see some conversation around Mega ETH that was starting to spin up a little bit recently. Let me pull up Mega ETH. Let me see if let me see. Oh, we're gonna talk about that for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up Polymarket then in a second as well. Let me see what Brett has to say, because I think Brett's been tweeting a little bit more actively recently. The algo is so fried. I'm getting Hebrew push notifications. Wow, that's amazing. He's literally getting notifications in Hebrew. He doesn't speak Hebrew. Welcome to X. Oh my gosh, dude. That's unbelievable. He does, like, this is why X is broken. I know Brad very well, okay? And I know for a fact that he militantly tracks his push notifications. He's not lying when he says he tightly controls these. He got a push notification from an account he doesn't know. He doesn't know Ran Harnevo, and it's in a language he doesn't speak. Yeah, but the app is better, dude. People like it more. Shut up, Nikita! I don't care about your metrics. Your app sucks now. The experience is worse. Anyway. Let's see what else we got. Oh geez, that's so funny. He's trying. That's crazy. Let's see. Because I wanted to talk a little bit about Mega, and because I think it's coming. Let me just find the tweet then. Coinbase Mega. Yeah, bingo. This is perfect. So Coinbase Markets, assets add to the roadmap today. Mega ETH. They did this a few days ago. I think like 1 or 2 days ago at this point. Which means it's soon. They don't add, Coinbase would not add to their markets, a brand new, they would not add the token unless it was coming soon. They're not going to add it and then take 6 months to launch Mega. Mega seems ready to go. For context here, Lighter was added to launch 18 days, 17 days for Brevis, 8 days for Theoric, 21 days for Monad, and 13 days for Aster. Like, it's coming. It's coming soon, and maybe very soon. So let's see. Munch here is talking about the let's see what Polymarket has to say. Polymarket. Share this tab. All right, let's go to Mega. Mega airdrop by January 31st has it at only 18%. This might be a buy. It might be a buy, but there's a difference obviously between launching the protocol and the token being, airdropped to people's hands. I'd say that this might actually not, this might not happen as quickly as people are thinking. So 18% might be priced accurately. Are there more markets on Mega ETH? No, that's it. So I think that this is probably priced accurately. This is probably accurately priced at 18%, 19%, somewhere in that ballpark. That airdrop is not going to happen by then. I would say that people are going to have airdropped coins by June 30th. What do I think about Sentient TG? I actually don't really know about Sentient. Hold on, let's take a look. Let me pull it up. That's definitely not it. Dude, my English today is not it. There we go. Oh, it was. It was actually them. I mean, to be honest, I know almost nothing about this platform. I know almost nothing about them, so I can't give a very strongly educated take on it. I would say in terms of timing, All right. Like if I was talking about timing, I do think now is not the worst time to be launching tokens. I mean, I don't love it, right? But there's clearly some activity going on chain. You're seeing it with Monero, you're seeing it with White Whale. So there is interest in quality launches. And if this is a quality launch, like I would be excited about quality launches now, right? I think it's not the best time. I think it's not the worst time to be launching a token. I don't think it's the best time, to be honest. I do think we still have more bearish, catalysts that are probably going to come in the next month or two. I would not be shocked to see another leg down at some point. It's just like the nature of bear markets is they kind of make you complacent and think that you might be on the way up before they take the rug out again. But I would say it's becoming more and more favorable timing to launch decent TGEs because, yeah, you want to launch your TGE at like one of two times. You want to launch your TGE basically at the absolute bottom so that the chart is just only up, right? Like maybe you struggle if that's the case, and maybe you have commitments that you need your token to be doing well off the jump. So it's tough for them, for sure. Like I get that. But if you have the opportunity and the runway to launch at the bottom of the market and just kind of let it ride throughout the entire market, so it's just only up for a year, 2 years and a half, like you are going to end up with a cult that is basically unbreakable, a la Hyperliquid. That's what happened. Hyperliquid launched in 2024, late 2024, the token. And at that point, the market had already started to mostly come back, right? But it really was like kicking it into gear by then. And wow, like I think it launched a little bit before Trump took office. And wow, it just ripped. And it spent the entirety of 2025 ripping. So you had a full year of convincing people that it would only go up and to the right, basically without stopping. And that's having a year of the chart just going up and to the right means that you're going to have cult members for years. So it's the more, the better you bottom tick your launch, the better it is. So right now, the TGE, I wouldn't say it's the worst time. I definitely wouldn't say it's the best time because I do expect more pain in the market. But I'd say any solid TGE opportunity is, any solid timing, I'd say this is not the worst time. Glad to see you in the chat, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. You could see. Thank you, dude. That is actually very appreciated. But yeah, I am very interested in the Mega ETH airdrop. I really am. I'm very curious when this is coming. I don't think that this is coming by January. I do think it's probably coming by June. So I think this is probably priced fairly accurately. I would probably buy the no here, but not that much. Like you could be surprised. You really could be surprised. But it does seem like it's coming soon. Let's check out the timeline for a little bit longer. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I'm just taking a look. I'm taking a look at what else we got here, what else is going on. Just curious. I'm going to see if there's anything that I could like react to live as it's happening. Wow. Just withdrew the 1 ETH I had deposited into YOLO Games on Blast. It quietly earned me around 20% in less than a year. Everyone hated Blast. Everyone hated Blast. It was the easiest thing to hate on by the entirety of the crypto community. And yet, it did what it said it would do. It really did. It really did what it said it would do. Yes, they kind of dropped the ball. Like the apps on it didn't really build out in the same way that they had hoped to. Yes, some of the best, like the best app that it could have had went to Solana and outperformed, a la Pump Fun, right? Pump Fun was initially a Blast app, didn't really get the gold it wanted, and then just left. Tough, right? But of all the L2s, it kind of did what it said it would do. And I gotta say, Pac-Man is still working on Blur. And he's one of those founders where, you know what? If he does anything, if he does anything and I can buy into, you know what? Blur might be like the Blur token might be a quiet buy because it's kind of known, like it's an open secret that Pac-Man is still working on Blur and they have new stuff coming at Blur. So it might actually be a good buy. I might actually do this. I might buy Blur token anticipating that something happens in the next 3 to 6 months with Blur. Just park a couple thousand, like $3,000-$4,000 in Blur and just wait. And something will happen because it's not dead. They're still working on it. And just wait. Dude, that might be the play. Huh. That might actually be alpha. I actually might do that. What else we got? Dude, I'm like, I don't want to see this. I'm scrolling really quickly past it because I just don't want to see it, but it's all over my timeline. Like, it's everywhere. I want to scroll more. I'm going to get another. I just don't want to see it. Oh my God, dude. Like, they actually ruined the app. They actually ruined the app. Again, I how many times? I said I saw this way too many times today. Seeing it again. I bet I'll see it again, too. Oh, look, it's me. Yeah, and meanwhile, I gotta say this is probably good, right? But you this entire time, Nikita's like, oh, dude, we gotta stop the spam. We gotta stop the spam on X. All right, stop spamming. We want to cut down and we want to bring on more real human posts, right? And then he adds hashtags that actually work. The spam is going to be unbearable because now you can actually, like, it has a direct buy button in app. The spam is going to be absurd and just unacceptable. Oh, man. Yeah, working on the algorithm. Shut up, dude. Says he's working on the algorithm, by the way. You got to, like, the hubris is crazy. Working on the algorithm. XAI works on the algorithm, not me. I work on the core product. Really, dog? Really, dog? Then what was this about? What was that about? I thought you said you weren't. I thought you said you weren't working on the algorithm. So what was this post about? A vibe? Holy shit, dude. It's actually ridiculous. My God. Oh, that's why. Because Leo responded. Okay. Whatever. I was going to say, why am I seeing this? But that's funny. Let's see. Anything else going on? I'm curious. And by the way, if you guys have any thoughts in the chat, please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Wow, they killed Twitter. That's tough. Actually, that is something that's maybe noteworthy. So apparently X finally did it. They suspended Twitter. They took the sword to the account, you know? They're really trying to kill themselves off. What happens if I go to twitter.com, though? Twitter.com Twitter.com routes me to X. So it's still alive. Twitter is still alive. It's still alive. Oh my God, there's actually no liquidity on chain. That is funny. So Blast actually cannot be sold on Blast anymore. There's just no money on the chain. It's just gone. It's really just gone. Like, if you still have Blast, it's done. Yeah, that token is dead as a doorknob. That's true. That is absolutely certain. You can get better execution into USD to USDC on some sexes. That's funny. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to talk about or react to. Because if not, we got like 2-3 more minutes here, and then we'll pull a Rapski. I do want to. I want to mention this. Okay, I don't know what. Like, I haven't really kept up with Call of Duty the last 3-4 months, but Call of Duty is now just Fallout. Like, what is this game anymore? It's third person.
Okay, okay.
See, it's like when companies like these, they're just making decisions that I can't. I mean, maybe it's a good thing, maybe, but it's kind of. This is why Arc Raiders is so refreshing compared to the field, because I don't know what's going on here. Like, what? Why are we playing Fallout in Call of Duty? Like, I was seeing people in powered jetpacks
Okay, okay.
from Fallout shooting rocket launchers. That's not Call of Duty. What is the core of this game? Just lost. Wait. Anything else? Anything else? I think we're probably about there. Yeah, but this is just why it's so frustrating, because it's just like, let's just see all the crypto content I'm going to see today. All right, so let's just go home. I'm going to see the first 20. Nikita said 20 to 30 posts is the average experience. All right, so let's go through 20 to 30 posts. 1, not crypto. 2, not crypto. 3, crypto. That's 1. Not crypto. That's 4. Not crypto. That's 5. Not crypto. That's 6. Not crypto. That's 7. Not crypto. That's 8. Crypto. 9. We've had 2. Not crypto. That's 10. Not crypto. That's 11. Not crypto. That's 12. Not crypto. That's 13. Not crypto. That's 14. 15. Okay, we got on our 15th, we got a third. We got a fourth on 16. 17. 18. I mean, arguably crypto, so 18 we'll say 5. Nope. That's 19, 20, 21, 22. 23 is crypto, so we're at 6. 24 is technically crypto, so 7. 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So out of 30 posts, I have 7. So out of the average daily, posts, which I should be seeing 30, I have 7. 7 of my posts were crypto. My profile is like, I try to almost exclusively talk about crypto as much as possible. Except for, well, this was hilarious, but it is crypto. Bob Lax, crypto. Well, this I was just fasting. That was notable. Okay, but maybe I don't talk about crypto that much, I guess. Mega, I talk about crypto. There, crypto. Talking about a crypto persona. Crypto. All right, that was football. A date. Man, I really need, maybe I should talk about more crypto. Crypto. Prediction markets. Okay. Crypto. I mean, I talk about crypto enough that it should be more than 25% of my feed. And I engage with crypto stuff enough. I don't know. Maybe I need to do a better job personally of curating this feed. Or like, it would be nice if I could say, I want to see almost exclusively crypto. But I just can't. It's exhausting. Welcome to the new Twitter. You're going to hate it. All right, well, I think we're probably going to pull a Rapsky here, ladies and gents, and that's going to be it for the day. We're going to be back on Tuesday, I expect, and then, I have to start school tomorrow. That's crazy. Last semester ever. My last semester ever begins tomorrow of school, period. And then I take the bar, and then I become an attorney as of later this year. That is crazy. Wow. Just got chills. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready for class tomorrow. I'm excited to see y'all, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. You guys enjoy your night. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.